So they're at the, they're just about to go to the club, Tizzy Boo. Ellipsis. Lucas looked down. My allowance isn't that big enough. Or you can get one by working at that building over there. The workstation guy pointed to the building in the center. The workstation guy... Sorry. Sorry. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, just... Alright, whatever. The workstation guy pointed to the building in the center of the area. Okay, thanks, Lucas said, walking towards the building with the others. Are we actually going to work? Chris asked. Well, do you know you do know children can be submitted to... What is your plan exactly? Lucario asked. We're going to get a job so we can get tickets, Lucas responded. We don't have another choice, do we? Chris crossed his arms. Lucas, there is a 9% that someone would actually give a job to 4 kids, 1 Pokemon, and 1 dog, and there is also no way that would happen. You just said there was a 9% chance. Don't lie. Don't change your story. Later at the factory. You're accepted, a blue pig mask said to the group, signing a document with the emblem of the pig mask army. If the pig mask army wasn't the one who we're talking about... Chris finished his sentence by sighing. You really held on that one. Really waited a long time to finish the sentence, didn't you? I get it, it's for comedic contrast. Everyone else would have forgotten what you were talking about by that point. No one would get the joke, they just think you were crazy. Rightly so, frankly. Okay, first you need to give your names to us, the blue pig mask said. We better make fake names so we don't get in trouble, Lucas whispered to the other. Name? The pig mask asked. Who flung poo? Ha ha ha. What are we, 6? Lucas said. The blue pig mask nodded and he wrote Who flung poo on the document. Name, please. Lolo, Popo said. Name, please. Lala, Nana said. Chris thought for a moment to create a name and chuckled to his thought. Name? The blue pig mask asked. Chris grew a little bit nervous. Chuck Norris. Ha 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 ha! Oh, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is always funny. Oh, I tell you what. Hey, when Chuck Norris sees a door, he walks through the wall instead. Oh, Chuck Norris walked down the street with an erection. There were no survivors. Oh, Chuck Norris doesn't go to the gym. The gym goes to Chuck Norris. Ah, Chuck Norris jokes. I love Chuck Norris. I love 80s action movie stars. And of all of them, Chuck Norris is undoubtedly superior. Fuck Bruce Willis. Fuck Sylvester Stallone. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's he? Chuck Norris. He's superior, obviously. Walker, Texas Ranger is the greatest television show ever created. Twin Peaks, fuck that shit. Cowboy Bebop, take a hike. Breaking Bad, Friday Night Lights, you can get out of here. No. Walker, Texas Ranger is where it is at. Chris grew a little bit nervous. Chuck Norris? Oh, the name sounds almighty and absurdly powerful for some reason. He wrote that. Aura Channeler Chris actually wrote that. I think in general, this is just the worst chapter of the entire story. It must be. It can't get worse than this. It can't. Just in terms of just utterly reprehensible content, this chapter is just head and shoulders above the rest. You know? I thought Lucario killing the cavemen was bad. This is something else. Chuck Norris jokes? Those were dated by 2008, you know, when the story was fucking written. I bet he was real fucking proud of himself for that one. Okay, oh, the name sounds almighty and absurdly powerful for some reason. Chuck Norris? What's almighty and absurdly powerful about the name? Chuck Norris, it sounds like a fucking lumberjack. Maybe it's an almighty powerful lumberjack, I don't know. Why do I even fucking bother? Chris looked somewhat shocked. All right, you're in! The blue pig mask nodded and wrote in the document, Chuck Norris! Lucario chuckled a bit. Are you sure with that name? You keep quiet, Chris muttered, embarrassed. Just when they were about to enter, the blue pig mask stopped them. Hold on, the blue pig mask said. The dogs go to the treadmills. A toon red vein popped out of Lucario's forehead. Boney whined disappointed. How does he understand English? And he and Lucario walked first. After some seconds, Who Flung Poo, Chuck Norris, Lolo and Lala walked after. So, where do we start to work? Lala, Nana, asked. Who Flung Poo, Lucas, saw a big pile of claymans to their right, with some men trying to revive them using electricity. You're new here, right? A man approached them. You should go inside the tunnel in this building and bring a clayman for test him if it works perfectly. Each one of you should bring one, meaning 4 claymans, he said and walked away. Lolo, Popo, hurried to the next area. He and the others found treadmills attached to machines to store electricity. They also saw a pig, a dog, a coyote, Boney, and Lucario running above them. Say, this doesn't look like a dog at all. This doesn't look like a dog at all, a pig mask said to another while looking at Lucario, who managed to glance their way. Well, he has a tail, meaning he is a dog, right? The other pig mask asked. Who cares? At least he can give more power to the machines than the others. Indeed, Lucario was running quite fast in the treadmill, making a lot of electricity. But still, he doesn't look like a dog at all. At least someone got that right, Lucario thought. Oh, really? Chuck Norris, Chris asked, climbing down the ladder to the tunnel. Both pig masks turned to see no one in the ladder. What? They lifted their shoulders and walked away. Inside the tunnel. Well, there are a lot of claymen walking around, Lolo, Popo said. Multiple claymans were walking around. Oh, stop saying mans. Holy shit. Man don't care. Oh dear. Okay, well, I'm just going to pretend I didn't say that. I'm very sorry to anyone who says mans, because you don't deserve to have someone like me tarnish your good name. There are a lot of claymen walking around, Lolo Popo said. Multiple claymans were walking around carrying a lot of things. There was an elevation to the left of the ladders. Hey, you 4, go and pick up the 4 claymen at the end of this tunnel. Don't worry, they can be pushed to this elevator without problems, a pig mask near the elevator said to the little group. Which one's Lala? Lala's Nana. Okay, sorry, I keep forgetting. Buddy keeps on forgetting. Do they actually allow children to do manual labor here? Lala asked. Well, no fucking shit. They just assigned you to do manual labor and you're fucking kids, so yeah, I guess so. Who cares as long as we get paid? Popo said. We're going to get paid, right? Who Flung Poo went ahead with Chuck Norris, Lolo and Lala following. After walking for a while inside the tunnel, they found 4 claymen standing without moving at all. They pushed each one behind their backs to the entrance of the tunnel. The claymen were easy to push around, but they only made sounds like robots. Surely, there was something wrong with them. Eventually, they reached the elevator, and the claymen were being lifted to the floor above. The pig mask thanked them for a well-done work, and they climbed the ladder again. After bringing the claymen to the guy who was electrocuting their little antennas on both sides of their heads, if they were electrocuted, they would be killed, they watched as the guy who put on the electric pincers electrocuted the claymen. And done, he said. They are working perfectly now. Thanks for your help. Chuck Norris, Chris replied, embarrassed. Yes, Chuck Norris, thanks for your help. The man thanked Chuck Norris, who blushed as a response. Ha 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 ha. Hey, you know, I got a good Chuck Norris joke for you all, but you'll have to hear it next time.